What's going on? Here we are once again, episode 20.
Yahoo!
20, baby.
Wow, we did it.
20 episodes.
I say we're committed. We're definitely committed.
Well, you know what? In these fields, when you're doing like entertainment, it is definitely a commitment that you make, because what happens is you start getting like people that really love to engage with your content. People that love to they're looking forward to checking the podcast or checking your videos or, checking back with you. So the problem is if you're not constant, you don't have that consistency all the time.
Yeah.
But they're just gonna go somewhere else. And I think that we love what we do.
Yes.
We love to talk.
Yeah, I was going to say, we always got something to say. We be
So
coming
I think
with
it's
that
kinda good.
tea, you know what I mean? That's why we got these little merchandise cups right here.
Boom, so you can get them.
SWAGmodovars.com, baby.
Yeah.
And get your cup, get your t-shirt. He said, she said. And
Yes.
support us. Give us the best compliment that you can give us.
That's right. So make sure you go check it out, and it'll be great to have you guys own one of these amazing cups.
Yeah.
He said, she said, available right now on SWAGmodovars.com. And with that being said, I just want to send a big shout out to our sponsors. We have none other than Alpha Medicine and Rehab.
Okay.
And so if you guys are in an accident, there's only one place to call, because they definitely are going to take care of you. They're going to fight for you. You can get lawyers, doctors, all of that just by going to one office, and that's Alpha Medicine and Rehab. So if you get into an
Absolutely.
accident, make sure you go check them out.
They have plenty of locations for you to get to them, no matter where you are. So
That's
make
right.
it happen.
All the way from Florida from Miami, all the way up to Orlando, Tampa, even
Texas.
even in Texas. So make sure you go check them out. And also, we want to send a big shout out to Miramar Pools. So if you guys, you go to our Instagram, you're going to see that we do amazing videos for Miramar Pools. That's a pool company that did our pool. And they do a very modern pool, great, timely manner. Like, it's really good the way they do it. I mean, they're professionals at what they do. So make sure you guys go check them out. The information is at the bottom of the screen.
Well, one thing I really liked about Miramar Pools, babe, is how quick they were with getting our pool done. And just today, I was having a conversation with a client at my school that was getting her hair done by one of my students. And she's like, I've always wanted a pool. And I said, well, it is more affordable than you think. And
Yes.
all you have to do is verbalize with your mouth what you want, how you want it. They'll take the rest from there.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, like, they don't do like these little corny pools. It's really like, if you go to their catalog, they got some crazy dope ways to do your pool.
Yes.
And it's just, I love how they sharp and they're square. Like, they're really nice.
They're very precise. And let me talk. I'm talking about heated pool, saltwater pool. I mean, you name it, you get it.
They got it.
Yes.
They got it. So it's good. So make sure you guys go check them out.
Yeah.
So we just went through Hurricane Milton.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. And luckily, we didn't receive a lot of damage. I mean, our fence got damaged.
No.
But nothing that we can't fix. One of our trees came down, and I was able to kind of prop that back up. And but our hearts are with everybody in the northern part of the west side of Florida. Tampa, Sarasota, all that area there that really got hammered by Hurricane Milton. So our prayers are with you guys. Our hearts are with you guys. And we hope that you guys get restored fairly quickly. I mean, we went through that when we had Hurricane Ian.
Yeah.
So we understand what's not having power for almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think ours was like 10 or 12 days that we didn't have power.
That was 2 years ago with Hurricane Ian.
I mean, we made the best of it. And you know what the funny thing is? Like, one thing that I want people to understand is that as content creators, we use everything that's going on to make content and to make people laugh, because
we do real life relatable stuff.
Yes.
Is what we bring to the forefront of our comedy.
Well, the thing is that even if you're going through a situation where it's a hard situation,
Yeah.
we as content creators we're gonna use that to make something good out of it. And I feel like sometimes people get the wrong impression.
They take it the wrong way.
They take it the wrong way. And I don't understand why, right? Because we made some really good content while we were having this situation with the hurricane. And we had some ugly comments of people saying, oh, people are dying. Why are you making fun of this? And it's like, don't look at it like that.
Yeah.
Like you're looking at it as the glass half empty. Instead saying, you know what, thank you for bringing us to a place where we can smile and laugh. And you're showing through, you're going through a situation and you're deciding to look at the glass half full out of all of this and look at the thing, in a positive way, or using it to your advantage and to make us laugh, because that makes me, it should make you, the way I'm trying to say it, look at life and say, you know what I'm going through, it's not as bad as I think it is.
Yeah.
Because there's people that are going through a more harder situation, and look what they're doing with their time. They're
right.
making us laugh. So I feel like sometimes when we receive these messages that we're making fun of, I think that people...
Or making light of a serious thing.
Correct.
That's totally, that's far from the truth.
Correct. Because what we do is our content and what we do and who we are is to be able to make people see I don't want to say the good in it, but just to enjoy life at the end of the day, is to say, you know what, I can beat this. This is not going to beat me down. And yes, there's people that, that have passed away and through these dangerous things, but, that's not making light of that, right? But what are we going to do? Sit and mourn and cry all the time? Like, do we feel bad for things like that happen? Of course.
Yeah.
But we also have to overcome that, right? It doesn't mean that...
Through laughter and lightheartedness.
Correct. Through all of that. Of course we feel pain, and of course we don't want people to lose their homes. And, I don't want to be without power for two weeks. I don't want to replace my roof. You know what I'm saying? And deal with all that headache. But even when we were having our situation with Ian, we made fun videos for people to still say, wow, you know what? If they can laugh through all of this, then maybe my situation is not as hard as I think it is.
That's right.
Very
uplifting.
Correct. And I feel like, if you are in social media and you're going to go through TikToks and you're going to go through some reels and you're going to go through some Facebook posts, you're in social media. Don't react negative to everything that you see. That is not the reason why you should be in social media.
Yeah.
It should be there for entertainment. You should consume it in a way.
Or scroll on if it doesn't meet your taste.
Correct.
Scroll
But even
on.
if you're going, you shouldn't be in social media if all you're gonna do is talk shit about the people that are trying to create fun content. That is not the reason why you go to social media. Don't go to social media for that.
Yeah.
If you're a better person, if you're better, then you should have no place to be in social media, because you're gonna enter. There's millions of people creating content, and not everything you should.
It's gonna be to your liking.
I just don't understand why they feel that I'm gonna sit here and spend 5 minutes writing this long ass post on why I don't like your post. Why are you giving me that much time? Why are you giving me that much time? You don't got nothing else better to do?
Let them know, G-Man. Let them know.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Because when we were doing this content stuff and we were going through all, through the hurricane. And we were creating content because of what was going on. Getting these messages, it was very few too. It wasn't like it was a bunch of them.
I didn't get a lot. Maybe you got to them before I did.
No, it was maybe two people.
It was two,
something like that. You know what I'm saying? But then you got the people that they won't comment, but they will like that negative comment, right? But I'm like, if you're going to be a bitter person, I would suggest you get counseling. Find the reason why. look at the root of why you're angry and fix that part instead of trying to bring everybody else down.
I know.
You know, and just, you know, instead of spread negativity, spread joy and laughter. And that's what we decide to do all the time. That's what we
the
decide
choice
to
we
do.
make.
Correct. We decided through this difficult time that we're going through right now, let me make a fun video because that can speak to somebody and say, wow, you know what? Seeing you guys go through that and you guys still having fun.
Well, let me tell you personally, for me, what makes it all worth it. When we go on a live on Thursday night where he says, she said at 9 p.m. on TikTok, and we have people that follow us, like one of our followers, Eunice, came on and she was like, I couldn't wait to tell you guys the good news. And she's like, I'm cancer free. Like when our followers are going out of their way to share good news with us.
To wanting to.
Can't wait, expecting to, knowing that we're going to celebrate that and that our laughter got her through that.
Correct.
Hey, that brings a 360 for me.
100%.
I could care less what anybody
100%.
thinks.
You know, and you're right. I could care less, but I just feel sad for the people that feel like I have to give you my negative comment. Like how is that more important than living your life to the fullest and enjoying your kids and enjoying nature and family?
Or to even think that you're gonna threaten me and say, that's it, you done did it now. I ain't gonna follow you no more. Oh, porque tú me vas a dar pa' mí papao.
Yeah.
A Cristina nadie le da papao.
It's so funny, bro, because people have done that.
You know what? You done did it now.
Like we did. I remember we did this dancing of like, what was it? The eating the dogs, the eating the cats, the eating the dogs. And people took that. I literally took it off. And I usually am not a person that
to take anything down.
Well, I really wouldn't care what people think, but this was so overwhelmingly like people were being so upset that
I think they were being so petty.
Well, they were being petty. They were being petty because one of them is because they're like, "Oh my God, you're making fun of Trump," or then you had the Democrats, "Oh my God, I can't believe that you're supporting Trump," and then you had the people was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe the way she's dancing." And it was just riling people up.
And I can't believe the kids are there.
And I cannot believe like that the kids are dancing. And then, you know the cat she's trying to say, you know what cat she's talking about? Who wants to eat that cat?
Yeah, because I had all the moves.
Yes. And I'm like, okay, obviously people are taking this in such a wrong way.
Yeah.
That this is not the reason why we do content. So I took it off, even though that it was doing good in numbers. And I would understand other social media influencers will say, who gives a fuck what everybody says? But I usually would agree with that. But it was so overwhelming. What was that? How you say it?
Overwhelmingly. Negative.
That I said, you know
what?
You
had no choice.
Well, I said.
Or you made the choice to just say, I'm going to let it be there.
I'm gonna remove it just because I don't want people to feel like this is what we do or what, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, because we're here to make people laugh. Now, this doesn't mean that I'm going to take out every fucking thing that you don't agree with, because I could care less.
I was going to say, damn.
No, I could care less.
Yeah.
But I just felt like it was, especially with the politics and everything is going on, like, I don't even want to touch that.
No.
Like, I don't even want to touch that.
You're not going to know what we believe in. You're not going to know
I will tell you what I believe in. I just don't, when it comes to political stuff, I just feel like people are just so, they're so...
close-minded.
I don't even want to call it passionate. Mm-hmm. I just feel like people are just very infused with this poison of hating the other person that votes for the other person that you're not going to vote for. Yeah. And it becomes very toxic conversations, because there's no way we could have a healthy political talk and views and the difference of views, but people that view that, like if me and you decide, right, if you were a Republican and I'm a Democrat or vice versa, and we decide to have a healthy conversation about politics, people will not look at it as a healthy. They will just use that to just bring you down and talk shit to whoever they want to talk shit to because that they don't agree. And I just feel like we've lost ourselves in things like that. Like when it comes like just in anything, right? In politics, just something as dumb as a fucking video on social media. People have just, decided like my opinion matters on something that it shouldn't. It's fucking social media. It's little, it's petty, it's dumb.
Well,
like don't get so overwhelmed into that your feelings have to be heard. Like let that important part, like when you say my feelings have to be heard, talk with your family and your friends and the people that you've hurt, the people that have hurt you, give them that attention. Don't give a post the attention because people will care less.
One thing that you and I do is that we specifically take time out of our day. We both work full-time jobs.
Yeah.
And we take time out of our day to go through and reply to comments, reply to our videos and to people. And I've heard through other social media influencers that's one thing that they stopped doing because of how hurtful some of the comments are and how personal they can get. So, but we haven't gotten there just yet.
Well, I mean, I think that they're there. I delete them. Like if there's a dumbass fucking comment, like if it's
Wait
if it's a disrespectful comment,
yes,
I will delete it because like I'm not gonna give you the platform. Like I'm not gonna let your negative comment live on my post.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you do Control Delete. Control
No, this
delete.
is no, I don't do it from the computer. I just swipe it. Swipe it, fucking delete. I swipe delete. Swipe delete.
Okay.
But the thing is, like, if it's a very like ugly negative comment, if it's just the dumb shit, I'll leave it. I don't give a
Well,
damn.
you ain't gonna get a reaction out of me, ladies and gentlemen. So that's the way I roll. You're just not gonna get. I'm not gonna go toe to toe with you. So, that's
like
just
I said,
one thing.
just,
for me, I keep my peace at all costs.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
to
too
me,
busy. I'm too busy.
It's I just wish that people will give their life the importance and the priority that it needs. Like, your negative comment shouldn't be the thing that should drive you to be on social media, right? What should drive you is the love for your kids, the love for your spouse or life or work.
And the legacy that you leave behind.
Correct.
I mean, because those comments, that's a footprint of who you really are. So
correct.
if you're
100%.
ugly on the inside,
100%.
it's going to show up on the outside
and
one way or another.
Who wants to grow and be a grumpy old person?
Yeah. Yep.
Right? And I just feel like, what I'll say to you guys, if you're going to be on social media, do me a quick favor. Just take it for what it is. Like, it's social media. Like, don't even take social media to be the truth.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right?
Yes.
When you look at people and they be like, I don't really like social media because there's a lot of fake stuff on social media. But these are the first people that will believe anything they see in fucking social media. Like, people sometimes believe that the videos that we make are real.
Yeah, and it's a sound bite. Like,
guys,
what is it called? Sound bite?
It's a fucking sound bite. Like, we are lip syncing.
They're like, their voices sound so different. I'm like, sound bite?
But the first, like, I can't believe you guys talk to each other like that. It's a fucking soundbite or it's a trend. Like, learn that. Like, we've been together 26 years married. Trust me and believe me that if we do a video of her saying something to me, or you feel like, oh my God, I can't believe she said that to him, or me saying something to her, we're not breaking our marriage up. Like, I remember one time, and I just ignored it. I actually deleted this comment. I forgot what video we did. And somebody says, I see you guys divorce in 6 months.
What?
I said, because of the video. And I'm like, bro, we've been together for 26 years. What I'm saying? And it's like, why would you even want to put something like that on there? You know, like
Married 26, together for 28.
And it's like,
oh, baby, give me a heart.
oh,
You ain't going nowhere, Jack.
Oh, damn. Okay. I
will break your
break your fingers, boy. But again, what I tell people is like, you know what? If you're going to be in social media, understand that that's exactly what it is. Social media. And leave it at that. Enjoy it. Have fun with it. Let it because I think, laughter heals.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of having fun. I mean, that's what the reason why we do the videos that we do. It's for you to look at it the way that we made it to be, right? Don't look at it, oh my God, I can't believe she said fuck to him. No, don't. You're focusing on the fucking wrong thing, goddammit.
I know, right?
Look at the story and be like, oh my God, that shit is funny. Like one time, I did a video it was me and Sally, and I was trying to give her a hug.
Oh
right?
my! I knew you were gonna bring that up.
And it was like, I'm trying to hug her. She's like, I don't want to hug
you. And you guys are tussling, and she's running away from you.
And people are like, I cannot believe. Give her space.
Yeah, you're being rude.
You're being invasive in her space. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, the whole point of the video was that when kids get older, right?
They stop being affectionate. And we need it.
And we want the affection because it's like they're still the baby boy, the baby girl.
I know.
And then people take it the wrong way. Give her space. I cannot believe that's a father. You will do that to your daughter. I was going to say,
they were like, as a dad, you need to respect her boundaries.
Yes. And I'm like,
and it was not even like that at all.
Well, why are you looking at it like that?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on with people? Like, why are you looking at it through a whole different, and it's like, you're the problem.
I know.
You're the problem that we have here in the United States, or in the world. Like, you're the problem. You're looking at it through the wrong area because you want to be politically correct or whatever they call it. It's like, oh, no, you got to give each other. Shut the fuck up. Like, it just pisses me off.
Yes.
You know how mad it gets me?
Yeah, but babe, I really don't think that sometimes people are not reading captions. They're not reading what the video says. Like, I think.
Well, that's the reason why we put the fucking words in the damn video.
I know.
You're
right.
You know how pissed off it gets me?
How?
It gets me really upset.
Go ahead.
Like the Terrifier 3 movie. What happened to our countdown? Our shit just went blank.
I don't know what happened, but I'm counting down. You're in good hands.
Yeah, I'm in good hands.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Good hands.
Good. See,
yesterday, we went to the movies.
Yes.
And it's like we like going to the movies. It's how we met. Like, not how we met,
well,
but it's our first date.
Our first day when we went to the movies, yeah.
Yes, and we saw a movie, so going to the movies is our thing.
Yeah, we like that.
So when you told me we were going to the movies, and we were kind of stuck on what to see. And
not really. So okay, let me kind of bring it back just a little bit. So on social media, I was seeing that, I've never seen the Terrifier.
Yeah.
I never saw part 1. I never saw part 2.
Nope.
Part 3 came out, and all of a sudden, in social media was like, this movie is the scariest movie ever. Some lady, I guess, was like, her watch told her that she needs to go to the doctors because her heart rate was up, and I guess because he was so scared of this thing. So I'm like, damn, I haven't been to a scary movie that was really scary. Freddy Krueger, Jason, Friday the 13th, back in our day, was scary as shit. The Exorcism was scary as shit.
It was.
Now, these scary movies are bullshit scary movies.
Yes.
So I said, oh my gosh.
We gotta go.
We got to go see this fucking Terrifier. I was so intrigued by what I saw on social media that I said, I gotta watch part 1 and part 2. I never got to see part 1 and part 2.
No. And I think that was a mistake because we were lost.
Whoa, hold on, don't go yet.
Don't go too far.
Don't go too far.
Yeah, bring it back. Bring it back.
I wanted to watch The Joker, but then the negative reviews kind of got to me because it's like everybody was not liking it because it was like a musical. So I was like, all right, I was like, so it wasn't a tussle because I was like, let me just watch this Terrifier 3 because
we're gonna be scared.
Our son went And he saw it. He's like, you got to watch this movie. It's crazy. It's just very, very gory. Just know that it's very gory. So, I've seen a gory movie, which is Saw. Saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I don't know. There was a bunch of them. But they were gory movies, but the plot was amazing. Like, it was really Saw.
It was very good.
Saw was such a good... The first Saw was such a good movie. Or even, was it Final Destination was another movie? Like, they made a couple of them because the first one was so good.
You know your movies, boy. I know
those
I'm with you.
because it reminds me of that type of movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There was another movie that was like that. No, yeah, Saw, because Saw was the one with the guy with the face. Yeah. So anyway, so I already saw because gory, it's scary. This shit gotta be like Saw.
It gotta be like that.
It gotta be like that. It's crazy. So we decide to fucking go to the movies. We sit fucking down. Now, the movie starts, and I'm like, in the very beginning, it starts to like be crazy. So I'm like, yo, this shit might be like, it might be good. Like, okay, I see it was gory as hell. Like, oh damn, all right. Special effects was good. I'm not gonna say that they weren't. I think it was good. Yeah. Like with the way, I let it go by. I did kind of feel like in the beginning, I'm like, this seems like a little low budget to me. Like it wasn't
did seem
like
low budget.
It seemed like it's like some guys, and you know what, bro? Like, look, if you're doing a low budget film and you don't have the super professional cameras, I get it.
Work with it, yeah.
I'm getting it. You do your thing. You in the fucking theater. I'm respecting you already. I'm like, all right, let's see how this goes. But then as the plot started to kind of go through, that's when you were saying you felt what? Lost.
Yeah, I was like, I really don't know what's going on.
Yes.
I was like, and I haven't left. I haven't gone to the restroom. So I'm like, so why am I lost? I'm not getting it.
And that's the problem that I have. The problem that I have is, right, if you're the director of this type of movie, you cannot expect that everybody saw the first part and the second part.
Well, a man would. So maybe a man wrote it. So a man would assume that.
Well, it got to be a guy. Yeah,
Because,
it got to be guys. That shit
guys
was
will
crazy.
do that. They were like, so let's
gory.
pick up right where we left off and not even give me no kind of intro to
Correct. So
1 and 2.
I think that it should have been, if you're introducing this, people already are talking about it online, you should be able to have a plot that introduces, not that what happened in the first part, but at least what happened in the second part.
Yes.
Right? Because the first part of the thing, and I'm not trying to spoil it for everybody, the clown, whatever, kills a family, and then all of a sudden you got this grown ass lady and her brother, and you don't know who the fuck they are.
Yeah, can I say he's supposed to be in college?
Yeah, he looked like a fucking 7th grader.
Okay, because I was gonna say, was I only thinking that,
Yeah,
or did you
so he's
think
in
that?
college, and it's like, but you don't know who they are,
No.
so it gets you kind of lost. And I
I
feel
thought
like
they were dating. She said, I love you more. So I was like,
so
they dating.
so like so we don't.
Oh, no, it's a brother.
Correct. So they don't really like. I don't even know the people that she was staying with. Was that their sister, their aunt, their brother? I don't know who they were.
Uncle, who the
so
hell
I don't know
is
who
who?
none of them were. So that's where it kind of lost me because it's like, and I don't think the plot was very good. Like the storytelling wasn't good. It just felt like they were really just trying to be gory. And the problem with that movie,
it was so loud.
it was the sound effects were loud, but the thing is, like, it was so gory that at the end of the day, it was just like, all right, this is disgusting. Like, it's not even scary at this point.
No.
Because there was no suspense. Everything was just, you kind of saw everything that was going to happen. You know, so.
No surprise. They didn't have me jumping up.
Correct.
Like
It was just, I see what he going to do. Mm-hmm. Okay. You know,
I really wanted my money back. So can we still get the money back?
No,
Can I do something else?
No, you can't.
Can we have a do-over? Can we go see the other movie?
Joker?
The Joker instead and watch the musical?
We're not going to do that no more.
Nothing?
I'm done. No, I'm done, baby.
Babe.
So if you're going to watch it, I'm warning you right now, the plot sucks ass. Shout out to the directors.
Watch 1 and 2 first.
Just watch. Don't even watch 1 and 2. Like, I mean, look, yes, go, support them. But my thing is, for the directors and the writers, the plot is everything. The storyline is everything.
It is.
You got to understand that less is more. Mm-hmm. Stop with all the, I want to be gory and every scene is going to be gore, the stuff.
Yeah.
I want to do stuff that people are like, oh my God, what the fuck? But like, let it be suspenseful.
Yeah.
Like, it's good that you have those things in this, fine. But be suspenseful. Like you did, I didn't jump out of my seat. I was like, oh shit, what's going to happen now? Like, there was none of that. It was just like, there were scenes that just didn't match, and it was just like it just felt very like. And I was trying to give it the benefit of the doubt, even though that it looked a little low budget as far as the look of it. And I was like, man, hopefully we can do great. You know what movie really did good in our time, and it was a low budget movie. You remember
The Blair Witch Project?
the fucking Blair Witch Project. That movie, if you haven't watched the Blair Witch Project, you gotta fucking watch this movie.
1999.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, when that movie came out, everybody went to the theaters.
Yeah.
Everybody went to the theaters. And it was suspenseful. It had you in the edge of your seat.
It did.
And it was no gore.
We
in
should
that
make
fucking
our
movie.
kids watch that so that
Yeah,
we
you
can make
watch
sure
it.
that they know
But
what
it was-
kind of movies we grew up with.
Correct. And you know what? It was a great movie.
Yeah.
It gave you a plot. These friends went camping and they were recording this shit with regular video cameras. There was VHS. Yeah, they were like whatever cameras were there. Like they were not professional, it was a Blair Witch Project and they were recording themselves.
Yeah.
And that was the feel that you got because it felt raw and it was like, they knew what they were doing with this movie. So
At the end of it all, the part that was scariest to me was when I went to go use the restroom and the lady that was in there before me walked out and never washed her hands.
well, that happens a lot with the guys, believe it or
Oh,
not.
hell
I swear
no.
to God, I hate
Stop
that, bro.
it.
I hate that, bro.
What?
Oh yeah, guys, guys, y'all need to start washing your
It took
goddamn
me
hands,
out. Listen, I couldn't believe my eyes. I was gonna be like,
Especially-
whoa. The sink
bro.
is over here.
Especially if when they're in a restaurant, bro.
When they're
I've
in the
seen
bar
that.
or a restaurant.
A restaurant,
Or,
I've gone to.
okay.
Yeah, I'm bro, and they'll piss and walk the hell out. And I'm like, bro, my God, it's disgusting.
Well,
Bro.
just recently I was heading to the store, and when I drove behind the stores in the back end, I saw somebody throwing out garbage from one of the diner restaurants, and they were wearing gloves, and I was like, that's kind of odd. I wonder if they're gonna go back in there and change their gloves out. And
I mean, listen. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt that he put the gloves on to take the garbage out because he's that clean. So that, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna go with that. All right. And then he came out, he finished it, took him off, washed his hands, and whatever.
yeah, I was like, I'm glad I ain't going to that diner, but I see what's going on behind the scenes. It's looking
bro.
shady.
You know that going back to the movie real quick, you know that the movie Saw, I don't know if you know this, but the way that movie was done, if I'm not mistaken, it was like 2 or 3 friends, I think it was like maybe like 4, that got together and they all got loans. They all got like $50,000 loans. And that was the budget for the movie, and that's how they made that movie.
Oh.
And they made so much money that they continued to make movies.
Well, I feel like you'll be getting that plug, you know what I mean? Because you on-air personality. So you'll be getting the behind the scenes.
You kind of search, but that time, again, like, a movie could be great. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You gotta give me a good, you gotta give me a good storyline. If you don't, you turn off people by storyline because, like, you can't say I'm gonna make a Superman movie because everybody wants to see him fly and just fucking make a movie of him flying everywhere. You gotta give me a story. You gotta suck me in to the story.
Suck you in.
Oh yes, baby girl, you gotta suck me in.
Say that again. Suck me in.
You gonna catch me. You gonna be like, I'm gonna be like, yeah.
We are still talking about movies, okay?
Yes, we're talking about movies, so get your damn head out the damn gutter.
Don't get to typing or I'll get to control or delete. Deleting.
Yeah, don't be coming like, I can't believe you guys be talking like this.
Don't do it, y'all. But I'll tell you this. I don't know if it was 7 or 8 years ago. We got into The Walking Dead. The same thing happened with The Walking Dead. they changed producers. I don't know how many times, and it kept getting bad. Like to the point where we would stop watching it, then we would go back to it, then we would stop. Do you
I think
remember when that was happening?
Yeah, but I think that what happens is I think they're, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Walking Dead is a really good series, but you did get sometimes that were like,
Inconsistencies,
well,
yeah.
the thing is like I think there's a collective group of directors.
Okay.
So I think they were like, okay, you know what, you're a good director. You direct this episode. You direct this episode. You direct this episode. So what happens is like you're gonna have and again I don't know. The only way that I could think that the reason why this happens is because if they're going to concentrate on this episode on unity and team building, they probably get a good a director that specializes on that type of field.
Yeah.
And the emotion. If it's gonna be gory and it's going to be like very driven into action or blood, then okay, then we're gonna get this guy because he's really good at directing stuff like this. So you're gonna direct this episode. So I think maybe that's the reason why I would think that they would do something like that. But I think they did a really good Walking Dead was a really good show. Mm-hmm. It was really good. I mean, there was a point in time, bro, that was the show to watch.
Yeah, every Sunday we were locked in watching the next episode. That was the
show to watch. That show was amazing, amazing. But again, it's everything is a storyline. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Everything didn't have to have a damn zombie.
I know.
And stuff like that. I think they kind of fucked it all up afterwards when the zombies were like evolving and they were like talking and planning, and I was like, yeah, they should have kept it raw. Like, these are zombies and they want to eat you. Then it was like zombies were talking, they were learning how to talk, they were learning how to strategize, and it's like, bro, this is not what zombies do. You feel what I'm saying? But that's when I think it kind of went downhill. But other than that, it was great, So like, again, storyline, bro, that makes everything. That makes everything.
It does.
I wish I would have read a movie. I mean, it's just, I think I can.
Okay.
But it's just the work behind it.
The editing, or somebody else would have to edit.
I did that short film, if you believe. I did that short film with a good friend of ours, Eddie Figueroa.
Would you be able to put that in the link description so that they can watch it?
Yeah. Our daughter was part of that. Yeah, our daughter was part of that, and it was about the story. As you guys know, I'm a Marine, and the story was about what happens to a family after their father died in the military. Yeah. So like what would be like if it was a mother and a daughter, what would their life be like?
How do they pick up the pieces?
How do they pick up the pieces of after that? Yeah, so it kind of takes after that. So the daughter started having dreams of her father coming home and stuff like that, and it kind of.
Do you remember the year? Was that 2011 or 2012?
I think it's either 2011 or 2012.
And it was 20 minutes long.
It's around 20 minutes, and it took us maybe about 4 or 5 days to shoot it. Yeah. And and here I am, like putting this shit together, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Doing the sound, doing the video, and doing the editing, and it's like directing the acters, and it's a lot of work.
Yes.
You watch it, the it's a little low budget.
I was gonna say it's a little low budget.
Yeah, but I think that when you look at the story,
it was executed
you're like, oh,
very well.
It was very good. You know what I'm saying? Like, we try to do our best with their sound. We're not professional on none of this, but it is something that will have you thinking and say, you know what, this is a pretty good, little short film here. You know what I mean? It's pretty nice. But I always wanted to kind of do a movie, but it's just. Like, you really have to have a super passion for this because it just takes a lot. It's and I respect all directors. Mm-hmm. Even the Terrifer people, like, I respect them for that. You made this shit happen, bro. That shit is in the fucking movie theaters. That's an accomplishment.
Yeah.
But I just feel like your story kind of sucked, and it's like you do all of this work and you fall flat on your face with the storyline. It's like, why would you do that? You already got it. And like I said, like, I think that the guy with the the clown.
Yeah, he never spoke throughout the whole thing.
No, he was like a mute, right?
Yeah.
But it was like you could have done so much with that. You could have went into his backstory. Like, he had a tongue and everything. Like, I would have had him without a tongue. And then put a little better backstory of how he lost the tongue or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, you could have really
Developed
these characters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In a way that were like really made a lot of sense. Like, the lady that was there, the fucked up chick that was there, like, you didn't know what happened. You had to watch part 2. And again, no, you got to understand, you're building a brand. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody knows the Terrifier. I'm sure you have people that know about it, but not everybody knows. So you got to make the Terrifier 3 and make it so good that people got to say, oh, I got to watch part 2 and part 1. You know what I'm saying? But make it so it's a little bit more independent on its own. So you could probably hint a few things, but not like, because the characters that were there, even the lady that was the monster or whatever it is, you didn't know who she was. I knew she was from part 1. I guess I was her friend and whatever.
There was a connection there.
There was a
somehow,
connection with the That's
as far as it got.
So like the demon got to her friend. I don't know, some shit like that. But again, it's just so unclear. So it just kind of like.
So what is clear is that you mentioned a couple of times Saw, the movie Saw.
Yes.
So is that your favorite movie? Scary movie?
No. I think it's great. I think it's a great movie.
You want to know my favorite movie?
It probably, I want to say that it's probably up there for me.
Yeah, me
for
too.
sure.
Me too.
What's your
Scream?
Scream, yeah. Scream is a good movie too. Scream.
Yes.
See what I'm saying? Like, and those movies are a little gory too, but the plot was crazy.
So good. I mean, you're like captivated. Like, that's when you went to the movies and you held your pee in and you're like, I ain't going to the bathroom.
Correct.
You're like,
bro.
I ain't going nowhere.
Like, I literally
and
was.
Those movies, let me tell you what I used to do. I used to be like, let me look in the back seat. Make sure ain't nobody in the back seat of my car when I'm about to drive off.
But the thing is, like, that movie was great. And it's like, if you're going to create a movie like that, look at these movies and learn from those movies.
Yes.
And be like, okay, you know what? How do I make this? Because once again, that Terrifier, the way the guy looked, there was a lot of potential with that movie.
For sure.
A lot of potential. But it's just, to me, it just wasn't it.
Yeah.
It wasn't it. It was like I said, it was gory.
Hey, you know what? So maybe they'll get it with part 4.
You ain't gonna have shit. They didn't get it with part 1. They didn't get it with part 2. And they didn't get it with part 3. All right?
Let's
just
hold
give it up.
Because I think part 4 is
they made it seem like part 4 is gonna pull up. But again, I didn't. But again, you know, whatever. It was just too much for me. It was just too much. And it was like, you know, I wasn't hopping out of my seat. I wasn't like, oh my God, this shit is scary. That shit is crazy. No, it was just gory. And at the point where you're like, oh my God, really, bro? You really gonna do that to that guy? You really gonna cut his ass open like that?
That's right.
But hey, go check it out if you want to see it.
Go check it out. So it's been 26 years married. And one thing that happens when you're married that long is that you start creating some family traditions. So we talked about our traditions last week a little bit, and we got a Halloween party coming up in a couple of weeks. Yes. So we hope that all the people that we invited are getting their Halloween costume, Tim Burton theme costumes.
It's gonna be pretty cool.
And I can't wait. It's those things that I look forward to.
Yes.
Is our New Year's party. And I think all of that makes it worthwhile when you get together with somebody and you start to build a life together that means something, and then it evolves around traditions.
That's right.
So I enjoy that with you.
Let's do it.
And even this weekend, right? On Sunday, I looked over at you. We were laid up in the bed. We were getting ready to fall asleep. And I was like, I had such a good weekend with you. Laughing.
Yes. I like it. It's so cute.
And let's address the elephant in the room.
What? What's the elephant in the room?
Your mustache.
The what?
Your mustache.
Why are you talking about the elephant in the room as a mustache, man? Leave my shit alone, bro. I'll tell you what it is.
Oh, my goodness. Shout out to all the men out there who are going through midlife crisis. I see you. I see.
I am not
see
going
you.
through midlife crisis. That's number one. Let me tell you what it is.
Wait,
And
okay, I need to
gonna
know.
keep it short because
Yes.
I'm gonna keep this short because we gotta wrap
I
this
know
up.
we gotta go, but
We're gonna wrap this up. So when I was younger, I always used to wear a mustache.
what?
Yes, babe.
Wait,
Babe, when I was
Wear
when 30, I used to have one. I grew one. Like, and
babe,
what
you're
happened
talking
is
about when you worked like older like that?
back in the day when I was like in high school, a
High
little bit
school,
of high
okay.
school, like I had a little mustache on. And it's been a while since I let it grow. And, you know, like I'm just trying to see how it looks. And I'm trying to let it grow just to see.
I
'Cause I haven't
like
done
it,
it for a
babe.
long
You look
time.
fine, honey. You look
But why?
wonderful.
No, you're not. Stop doing that because
You
you're making
look
fun of me. You know
wonderful.
what it is. Let it grow. It's sort
I
of.
mean, the kids, babe, the truth is the kids are coming up to me and they want to know what's wrong with that.
Okay, so just to let you guys know, I am what they call a lampiño. It's a hair. I'm a
Lampiño?
hairless cat.
You are.
So I have hair on my arms, but as you can see, you can't really see
They're
them.
blonde.
Yes,
Okay.
and I don't really grow a lot of hair.
Yeah, even your
And-
eyebrows are very light.
Correct. They're very thin. Some people are like, "Oh my God, you don't have eyebrows." I do. They're just light and they're thin.
And they
So,
get lighter in the summertime. When the sun
Correct.
hits you,
So-
they get lighter.
I'm like, I see everybody with beards, and it's like, oh man, that's
Well,
so
to
cool.
each his own, babe.
You know what? I'm gonna let my motherfucking mustache grow
yeah.
and see how it goes. I mean, it's been 2 weeks. I still got the 5 o'clock shadow.
That's right. Yeah.
But I'm gonna let it grow.
It's getting
and
darker. It's getting
if I
darker.
see that it's not pulling through, then I'll shave it off.
Okay.
But give me some time, people. Give me a little bit of time, please. And look, be honest. I don't give a shit. You can
There
be like,
you
yo,
have
that
it.
shit does not fit you, bro. Please tell me.
In the
But
comments
just give me
below,
a little bit of time. Please give me a little bit of
here's
time.
the call to action. In the
Damn.
comments below, I want you to put down on there, do you like this mustache that G-Man has going on? Do you like the elephant in the room?
Damn.
Right? So he's got a
You're making it
mustache.
seem bad.
No, it's just the obvious. That's what an elephant in the room means. It means that it's
Okay.
obvious.
Okay.
So we know
So if
something's
it's obvious,
going
then that means
on.
you really can see it.
That means you can see. I can see it, baby. I know. The kids are coming up to me. They're like, "Mom, do you know what's going on with Dad?" I'm like, "Nothing's wrong with that." They're like, "Well, he's got something going on."
Yeah.
So,
All right, we're gonna see what
it's
happens.
okay. It's okay. I think that you're doing it for attention. I think.
I am not doing it for attention, man. All right. You know what, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to this amazing podcast. I really appreciate you guys being here.
Great, wonderful. The second call to action, you get double the homework because a G-Man wants to be rebellious. So you get double the homework. Tell us what your favorite scary movie is, and we'll take a look at it.
Yes,
We'll watch
if
it.
there's a movie that we should watch, please let us know, and we will share it with everybody else. But thank you so much for tuning in. We love you. We thank you. Don't forget that to share this with your friends and family. You can check us out on Spotify. You can check us out on on iHeartRadio, where you can listen to it, watch it on YouTube. Check out our TikTok. I mean, we do a lot, bro. Go to our
Yes.
TikTok. Go check out our stuff and go share that with your friends and family.
Hey, there you have it. Love you guys. Take care.
Peace.